Hello, hi everyone. How are you? Cheryl here with cardsbycheryl.com. Thanks so much for stopping by my YouTube channel. You found me on YouTube under the handle Cards by Cheryl, and I am a Stampin' Up! Demonstrator in Woodinville, Washington. And I am blessed enough to be able to call this my job. I sell Stampin' Up! Products, and I do video tutorials and bring you fun inspiration for your own card making projects. And I love to craft, and I love to make cards, and I love to teach people how to make cards. So this is my job, and I'm having a great time. I have a new program that I'm using, a new platform that I'm trying out for my recordings, and it's called Switcher Studio. Rachel Tessman, if you don't know who she is, she's an amazing demonstrator also. And she did a series of videos providing a tutorial on how to use Switcher Studio and the setup and the different things. And so I jumped in with both feet, and thankfully she's such an amazing teacher, for one, not only with cards and creativity, but she did an amazing, video series on the whole setup for Switcher Studio, which was awesome. So I wouldn't have been able to get to this point without her. So Rachel, if you see this, thank you so much. I really appreciate you. So anyway, I'm using this new app, and hopefully there won't be many glitches. I've been practicing for a while, but it seems this is my first video with it, so we'll see how it goes. Before I jump into our card project for the day, I just wanted to say that I'm going to go back to my weekly drawings for surprise giveaways. For those of you who might be watching me for the first time, in the past I have offered a free giveaway to a lucky winner. And the way you qualify yourself for the drawing is to like and comment in the comments below on this video. So I usually give it about a week. So on the 10th of July is when I will plan to have my next recording. It might be a live one. I don't know. We'll see. But anyway, I will draw the winner, and based on the comments, I'll just pick a random winner of somebody who commented, and they will be the recipient of the prize. I don't know what the prize is going to be yet, but I just did kind of a reorg in my craft room, and so I found some duplicates and some fun stuff that would be good prizes to give away. So don't forget to like and comment so that you can be put in the running for that prize. The next thing I wanted to talk about was there's a new promotion that Stampin' Up! Is starting July 6th, and it's just called Bonus Days, I think. And what that is you're shopping in the month of July. For every $50 you spend, you'll get a $5 coupon to redeem in August. So if you spend $150, you'll get $15 to redeem in August. So every purchase that you make in the month of July will count towards that earning. So it's really kind of a fun way to get some free product out of the deal. And you know what? It is July, so that means we're at the halfway mark. And I've already seen some people starting Christmas in July videos, so you never know. We got a new catalog coming up, and or the new minis coming out in September. So, well, you've got to use your money in August, so I guess that wouldn't work. But at any rate, you could definitely stock up for those holiday cards and the frantic rush to get creative and crafty and start planning for that holiday period. So I hate to say that in July already, but unfortunately it's the truth. At least it isn't in my world. Okay, so bonus days, July 6th through the 31st. For every $50 you spend, you will get a $5 coupon emailed to you that you can redeem in August. If you are spending over $100 and you're not already a Stampin' Up! Demonstrator, a hobby demonstrator, or a regular demonstrator, you might want to consider that, because for $99, if you spend $99, you'll get $125 worth of product, and I believe that counts for your bonus days, your bonus earned. So that would give you, probably give you a $10. I don't know. It's $99 plus tax, so I don't know if that would make it, tip it over into 100 and give you $10 versus just 5. I'd have to look into that. But at any rate, the starter kit is only $99, and that gets you, as I said, allows you to pick out $125 of free product from any current catalog that we have right now. And it makes you a Stampin' Up! Demonstrator. And that means you get to shop at a discount, 20% off everything you purchase. After your purchase of your starter kit, you will get 20% off everything after that for the next 3 months. After 3 months is over, if you don't want to stay a demonstrator, you don't have to. You don't have to stay a discount shopper. If you haven't, in order to stay a discount shopper, though, you would have to spend at least $300 in the next, the first time frame, they give you 4 months. So you get like a grace period month. So really you get 4 months to spend $300, and everything you spend in those months would be 20% discount. And then going forward, if you didn't spend $300, you would just drop off and become a regular customer again. There's no catch. So it's really, it's kind of a good deal if you're getting ready to stock up and ramp up, like I said, ramp up for the holidays or whatever. So that's my spiel on the starter kit, and I'd love to have you on my team. Okay, so let me get back to me. Am I doing this right? Yay, I'm doing this right. So I told you I'm learning this whole program thing. We are going to make a card today using the Playing in the Rain stamp set with coordinating dies, and then the Zany Zoo Designer Series paper. So the Playing in the Rain stamp set here, let me put you down to my screen. There we go. Oh, I was playing with this. This is like my little fidget tool. This is, do you guys remember during COVID when we all were doing the painted rocks thing? Well, this sits on my desk. I made it for my husband. This is God Bless America. He's was one of the most patriotic men I've ever known. But anyway, I painted this for him, and he had this on his desk at work. So anyway, it's mine now, and I think about him all the time, and especially when I see this rock and when it's fitting for the current month's holiday. So happy almost 4th of July, everyone. Okay, so that's my rock. But back to Playing in the Rain. This is what the stamp set looks like. It does have coordinating dies. It's not sold as a bundle anymore, but you can get the dies. The bundle is shown on page 60, and it costs $26. And the dies are on page 165, and I believe the dies are $35. But the dies are really great. You've got a little flag here. You've got all the dies cut out all of these images here, along with the clouds and the flowers. So everything on the stamp set has a coordinating die with it, except for the sentiments here. And then you've got some extra things like a fence and some bow ties, and you've got a stump here. So it's a great die set, and has many different occasions, I think, because you could, like Oh Happy Day. This is what we're going to use for this card, is Oh Happy Day. But you've got a little, I think that's a fox with an umbrella. Rainy days are better with you. It's just kind of a cute, you could, this could be a get well card. It's just a all occasion friendship card, that kind of thing. So you could do a birthday card with it, with a little, it's a cute set. I love it. So this is the set we're going to use. The paper we're going to use is called Zoo Crew. And this is part of another bundle. Gosh, I can't remember the name of that bundle. Anyway, that will be for another video. So I'm going to use the black and white side of this paper, but for those of you who don't know, this is, I'm going to get you in screen here. This is, let's see if I can figure out how to do this. Zoom out. Yay, look at that. Isn't that cool? I'd love to be able to do that. I'm running all of this from my iPad, which is right in front of me. And so I have all my controls and gadgets. It's so cool, you guys. I'm kind of a techie nerd that way. But anyway, this is, I do one of these cards for every set of Designer Series paper that I get. I basically cut 3 by 1.5 inch strips of each side of the paper, and then I label the colors that are all used in the paper. In this case, it's all these colors here: crumb cake, lemon lime twist, lemon lolly, pink, pool party, pumpkin pie. And that just helps me in my design process. So when I'm thinking about making a card and I don't have to pull all of my paper out of the pack, I keep my paper in these 12 by 12 inch scrapbook sleeves. And so it just makes it easy. I keep this right in the front and I can see all of the patterns right there without having to pull everything out and make a mess. So anyway, we're going to be using Zany Zoo with Plain in the Rain. And then I do have a handful of markers that we're going to be using to color the little turtle. So at some point in my videos, I'll get good enough to actually show you supplies so that in the beginning, so that you guys can craft along with me if you wanted to. I have an idea about this card that I just saw on Instagram. So I'm kind of casing this gal, and the card I'm casing looks like this. And so it's pretty simple. It's just a double layer card with some border, you know, designer series paper with border. And the butterfly is going to get replaced with the little turtle. I would show you, but I don't even have the card made yet. So the paper I chose from the set looks like this. So this is the, like I said, it's the black and white side. So it's got this cute little floral and then this coordinating zigzag. And then the card base coordinating color is going to be lemon lime twist. And our little turtle, I did a practice one, is going to look like this. And for the colors, I use lemon lime twist, lemon lolly, and then dark granny apple green. And then the flower was just melon mambo pink. So this is the color palette we're basically going to start with. And we are going to use the dies, but if you love this set, but the dies are, you know, tip you over the edge and price-wise, they're super easy to cut out. And we could even cut ours out instead of die cutting it if you wanted. But okay, so let's get started. The first thing I'm going to do is let's cut down our card front. So if we go back to this picture here, they're using a green card base, but I'm actually going to use a white card base, and then I'm going to layer on top of the white the lemon lolly, and then I'm going to layer on top of that the black and white designer paper. So I'm going to stand up from my stool. I've been standing all day, so I wanted to sit for that intro. And let's see, let's put this back up a little bit so that it looks better. We're going to go back here to there, and then I'm going to do that. Yay. Okay, so far so good. Let's set this aside. So we are going to start with a white card base, and I'm going to use basic white thick. I like the when you're doing multiple layers on a card, sometimes you don't have to use the thick, but it's nice. I think it gives it kind of a little extra feeling of sturdiness, I guess, and I don't know. I like the thick. So I'm using my Stampin' Up! Paper trimmer here, and so I cut an 8.5 by 11 sheet of paper in half at 5.5, and then I'm going to turn it to the 4 1/4 mark, and I'm going to use my gray blade, which is the scoring blade, and I'm going to press real good because it is thick. I'm going to do that a couple times. This dark brown blade is the cutting blade, so that's the difference between those two. This is my favorite trimmer. I love this. It trims, it embosses, or it scores. I did get this little magnet, or not a magnet piece, but it's a strip of like a ruler strip, I guess, but it goes backwards. So it starts at 1 and goes up to 6. And I have that there just because so here's the guide on the paper trimmer for the numbers, but when you're cutting, you cover that up. And so I was constantly looking down like this to go, okay, where am I at 3? But if I have this up here, it just makes it real simple to see you're at the 4-inch mark or whatever. I can link that in the comments below if you guys are interested. Okay, so here is our base, and scored at 4 1/4, like that. So that's going to be our card base. Set that aside, and then our second layer is going to be this lemon lime twist, and that is going to be just a hair smaller. So we're going to put this to 5 and 1, 2, 3/8, 5 3/8. So we're making it 1/8 of an inch. Oh, I did that the wrong way. 1/8 of an inch shorter, and then 1/8 of an inch shorter here. So it's 4 1/4 minus 1/8 inch. So that puts it at 4 1/8. So we're going to cut that layer like that. And then that's going to go right on top of this. I wonder if I should zoom in a little bit more. How's that? Okay, so we're going to do that. Now, if you go back to the card sample, we have 2 1-inch strips. And then I think it's like a 3-inch strip or so. We'll see. Well, let's figure that out. I'm casing this card, and I've never, I did that wrong. There we go. And I've not made it yet, so we're just going to kind of make it up as we go. So the first cut we're going to do is with this pattern. And we're going to cut this. It's not directional, it doesn't look like, so it doesn't matter. So we're going to cut a 1-inch strip of this. And we're going to cut it at a 1/4 of an inch shorter than this. So this is 5, what did we say that was, 5 3/8. So we're going to cut it a 1/4 of an inch shorter. So if we take it to 5 3/8 and then take it down by another 1/4, that leaves us to 5 1/8. So we got 5 1/8 by 1 inch. So that's going to layer on there just like that. Then we're going to take this other layer here that is also 1 inch long or 1 inch wide. So it's the same measurement. So this is going to be 1 inch by 5 1/8. And that's going to go on here just like that. And then we need to measure for this part right here, because I think, what would that be? That's going to end up being like 1 and, let's see, 4, 1 and 1, 2, 3, 4, 1 and 5/8, I think. Let's try that and see if that works. So we're going to go back to this floral paper here. And what did I say? There is 1 1/2. 1 more 1/8 would be 5/8. So I think this will fit. And we're going to make it the same distance, same length, 5 1/8. Cross your fingers. How about that? Am I good or what? Okay. So this is basically going to be our first layer. And our next layer is going to be that square piece on top. So that is, that one I did have measured out. I think that was 2 1/2 by 3. So we're going to grab this piece here. Can you guys see? Yeah. So we're going to go 3 inches by 2 1/2. And then there's going to be a white piece that layers on top of it. That's going to be 1/4 inch smaller. So I'm just going to grab a piece of scrap white that I have here. So I said 3, take it down a 1/4 inch, so that makes it 2 3/4. And then we said 2 1/2. So then you take it down another 1/4, so that makes it 2 1/4. And then this should give us a nice layered piece, just like that. That looks a little bit off to me. Well, I guess that's right. Yeah, that's good. And so that's going to go right across there. So those are our pieces. Now we're going to stamp and get this paper out of the way. And I'm going to use the scrap piece that I just had. So we'll put all this together in a minute, but we're going to stamp the turtle. And then I think we're going to do Oh Happy Day. So I like to kind of lay this out. So this is going to be our sentiment piece. I think I want to do like Oh Happy Day right there. And then we're going to put the turtle Why can't you guys see this? I'm way out of camera view, that's why. We're going to put the Oh Happy Day right there, and then I think we're going to put the turtle kind of like that. And then we could even stamp in some flowers. Something like that. Okay, so that's kind of the plan. I'm really far away. Let's see how close I can get without being off camera. I feel like I need to go this way a little bit. There you go. Thanks for bearing with me on this, you guys. This is a lot of fun, this new program. Okay, so I'm just going to put my little turtle on a block, and I'm using black ink. I use VersaFine Clear. It's my favorite black ink. It is a pigment ink, so you got to give it a second to dry. Or you could also just zap it with your heat tool. So there's my little turtle. Isn't he cute? Clean that off. And then I'm going to wait to stamp the sentiment until we get the turtle cut out so that I can just be sure I place the sentiment exactly where I want it to. So we'll do that last. Okay. So now let's do some coloring. And this was the mock-up that I did for this card. I did a couple others. Where did it go? I did a couple others that I didn't care for as much. And of course here they are. So these are the colors I used for these two. I kind of like this one. This is Old Olive and So Saffron. So Saffron, I think, has retired. There we go. And then this one right here is Lemon Lime Twist and Wild Wheat, and I really didn't like that one very much at all. So I ended up going with this guy, which is Lemon Lime Twist, Lemon Lolly, say that 5 times fast, and then Dark Green Apple Green. Okay, so let's grab our markers. These are Stampin' Blend markers. They are alcohol based, so they blend nicely. Let's see if I can zoom in a little bit so you can see me color. And I'm going to start with the lightest color of the green. So we're going to do Lemon Lime Twist Light. Okay, so this one, Lemon Lime Twist Light. And I'm going to cough here for a second. Hold on. It's so dry here, and it hasn't not rained in forever. And my throat was real scratchy. Okay, so I'm going to color his entire body with Lemon Lime Twist Light. Gosh, that's a mouthful. And this is super easy coloring. There's not a whole lot of shading. There is some shading, but not a lot. You wouldn't even have to shade it if you didn't want it. You could just color it solid. Um, I started years ago when I started into paper crafting. I was a Copic marker person, and I have hundreds of Copic markers, and I feel bad they're sitting in a closet. But I just love the simplicity of the Stampin' Blend markers because they give you the light and the dark for each shade, and it makes it easy. Copics are pretty complicated. Like, you have to take a class almost to learn how to color with the Copic. So now I'm going to come in with my, where is it? That's dark green apple green. I don't want that one. I want the lemon lime twist dark. And I'm out of focus again. How long has it been like that? Sorry, you guys. So this is the dark, and I'm going to come in. See these little lines from the stamp set? I'm just basically going to go over those a little bit where I think it should be darker, and kind of using those lines as a guide. And then I think it might be a little darker over here. The underside of his arms would naturally be shaded a little bit darker. And then down here his little legs, like that. See? Super easy. Then I'm going to go in, what did I do here? Oh, I think I went like this. Nope, I used the dark granny apple green. Well, we're going to start with this one. So I'm just doing an outline of these little spots on his shell in the dark lemon lime. And then the centers, I think what I did, I'm trying to remember. I think I went in with Lemon Lolly Light, and I colored those in like that to give them kind of a highlight in the center. Because if they're rounded, you know, they would be kind of highlighted. And then I came in with a darker color. And what is this? This is Granny Apple Green Dark. And I'm just putting another border, really accentuating those spots. Like that. And then I'm going to come back in with the Lemon Lime Twist Light and just kind of blend that in. But I'm not covering up the yellow all the way. I'm leaving that little center. And see how nicely that blends? Super easy. Then I'm going to bring in the light Lemon Lolly and color his belly with this color. Like that. And bring in the dark Lemon Lolly and do a little shading. Super easy. And then I think I even came in with the lightest of the lemon lime, and I gave it just a hint, another hint of greenish hue. You can fuss as much as you want with the shading. I love to color, so I fuss a little bit. I'm just giving a little bit darker accent. There, almost done. And these have two different nibs ends. One's a brush tip, and one is a bullet nib end. Like this is the, let's see, where's my camera? This is the bullet. This is the bullet, and then this is the brush. So this is good for large areas, and the other end is good for small areas. So I'm going to put a little yellow flower in the center, and then grab the Melon Mambo and give it some color. This is going to be really the only pop of color on the card, unless we decide to do something with some embellishments, which I haven't considered yet. Okay, so there's the coloring. Now we're going to grab the coordinating die, which is, must be this guy right here. Yeah. So we're going to put this down, line it up real good. And I use Post-it tape. Can I get over this without my head getting in the way? I'm sure it is right now, but looking at all my gray hair. Okay, so I hold the die down with Post-it tape. I'm going to come back out like that. Run this through my die cutting machine, which is right here to my right. I'm not going to move it into camera because it's a little bulky. It's just easier to do it this way. So here's the finished die cut. Look how cute he is. Okay, now let's start to glue some things down. So we are, where did my card base go? I like to start with the base, and I use Tambo multi-purpose liquid glue. You can use any kind of adhesive you'd like. Some people don't like the wet glue. Some people like the tape runner or the Stampin' Seal or the Stampin' Seal Plus. I, however, am a glue gal. Okay, so then this piece goes in like this. And let's put this one down so that we get it centered. Yeah. So we'll put this one down next. So we have a nice even border around the card. Like that. And then this black piece. Like so. Okay, and then we're not going to glue this down yet because I don't have it stamped yet. You always want to stamp before you glue. So this, I think, is going to be off-centered like that. And then I think I'm going to put him like this, and then the Oh Happy Day could be right here. And let's see, we need something. We need something here. What do you think? That would run into the Oh Happy Day though. I could run it off the... What do you think about that? Let's try it. So what I'm going to do then is I'm going to set this aside, and I'm going to have my little turtle as a placeholder right there. Then I'm going to grab a block, actually a sentiment that was more up and down might be better. What do you think? I wonder my birthday sentiments. Let me see just really quickly what I have. This is my binder of this is all my stamps that I own, and I organize it by category: animals, background, birthday, Christmas, florals, fall, friendship, miscellaneous holiday, and sentiments. So I'm going to just flip through here quickly and look for a sentiment that is more vertical than horizontal. So like here's the stamp set that we're working with now. I don't see any there. I'm going to go to birthday, and because I always need birthday cards. Nope, 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 nope. Okay, let's jump to the sentiments section. Not very many vertical sentiments would work. We might be going back to our original plan. Here's the beautiful beginnings and happy ever afters, but that doesn't fit this card. Nothing fancy, just love. That could be kind of cute. Back in camera. That I think is going to be too big. Oh, here's a cute one. Hope this card makes you smile. And that's in your words. And this is in the sentiment stuff. Let me grab that really fast. Okay. See, I've color coded this. This has a blue dot, and the other stamp set, this particular one, because I categorized it as animals, has a light blue dot. So everything has a coordinating color, so I know where to put it back in my bucket of stamps. So this is going to go, it's blue, and I know blue is for sentiments, and that is also on the back here. So I have a color code. So it actually works out really well. I love this system for keeping myself organized and being able to quickly run through different things to see what you have. So let's see. We're left with. Hope this card makes you smile. So if we bring our guy back in here, I'm still trying to figure out the zoom with you guys if it's too far away. So we could do that. I love it. I love it, love it. Okay. I love the Oh Happy Day too, but it just wasn't totally fitting right for me. Okay, so that's going to go like that. This is going to go like that. I'm going to grab my Versamark ink again and ink that up. And I'm going to pull it closer to me so that I get it straight. And hold your breath. Yay. Okay. Beautiful. This is going to be a really cute card, you guys. Okay, so now what we can do is glue this down. I think that in your word set is retired. That's the other thing I have to do, is go through and mark which sets are retired and which sets are not. Because I don't get rid of all my stamps as soon as they retire. They cost too much. Why would I do that? Okay, and then this is going to get popped up onto dimensionals. And we'll put one in the center. And we're going to offset that just like that. Is it straight? Pretty straight. And then we're just going to glue down, put glue on this section. That's going to be touching the paper. There. Now if you wanted to call this card done, you could. I feel like it needs color somewhere, and I'm wondering, what if we colored some of the flowers just randomly in the melon mambo color? I guess you could color them all. Or we could jump into some embellishments and see what I have. That would be in the melon mambo. Well, there's sweet sorbet. We could do that maybe. I don't know about that. That's metallic. Oh, that might work. Let's see. Or those maybe. I want to try to bring in that pink. Let's see. Too many choices. I just feel like it needs a little bit more color, a color pop on it. So this one is Berry Burst. Gosh, if I can get it out. So this is the Berry Burst pink right here, which would probably match pretty well. Let's try that. And I'm not going to I'm not going to like squish them down super hard until I know that I like it. Because you can pull them off. And then maybe let's see. I'm going to try this. Like right there. And then oh. I'm probably fussing too much over this. It matters, darn it. Okay, so now they always say you should have threes. Maybe I do this. What do you think of that? It needs a third one, doesn't it? Okay. There, I think that's better. Hope this card makes you smile. All right. So these are called the 2023-2025 in colored dots, and they're super pretty. They're very shiny and bright. These are glossy dots. Those were probably a little bit too bright for me, but we could put a little yellow dot in the center of the flower. How gaudy would that be? No, don't like it. Okay. Actually, this blue would have been pretty in there too. Oh well. I have a hard time ending a card. Sometimes I take it too far. Now, for the inside, because I always do my insides, I'm going to bring back that other piece of white that I didn't use, and I'm going to cut that down to 4 inches by 5 1/4, so it's just a 1/4 inch smaller than the standard A2 card, which is 4 1/4 by 5 1/2. And put this in here like that, and then we will, let's see, what will we do? We will stamp. We will stamp something. And I think we're going to just do the flowers. So see, we are going to use the flowers after all. And we are going to put that. Did I have my ink out? Yeah, I still got my ink out. We are going to put the flowers just right down here in the corner like that. I'm going to do another just to bring it off the paper. Now, I made a big ink spot on my table. I should have used my stamping mat, but I didn't. So make sure you wipe that up if you do that. So you could color those if you wanted. I'm going to leave it blank, and I'm just going to glue this down. Just like that. And there you have your cute little card. Every day, hope this card makes you smile. Now, make this and go out and send it. You will make someone's day, I promise. Okay, see if I can get back to me there. Hello. This is so fun. I just love this app. I feel like I'm in a studio and I've got all these buttons to pick and choose from. Like, look, watch. Was that fun? I'm such a dork. So don't forget to like and subscribe, and put yourself in the running for the giveaway. July 6th starts the bonus earn days, so $5 for every $50 you spend. And then, of course, if you are interested in becoming a demonstrator, I'd love to answer any questions you might have. If you need a catalog and you don't have one yet and you'd love, you know, I will send it to you for free as long as you're in the United States. Let's see, what else? I think that's it. I hope you guys all have a wonderful 4th of July weekend. If you're not doing anything, you know, vacation-y, I hope you get to spend some time in your craft room maybe and make a card. Make this card and show me. Put it in the comments. Let me see. Or you could email it to me, Cheryl@cardsbycheryl.com. So either way works. Okay, I'm going to stop rambling. Thanks, everybody, and I'll see you on the 10th for sure. Maybe sooner. We'll see. Bye.